Hey guys, so I'm back with another video. So this past weekend I had my first official date with my boyfriend. We went to this really nice Italian restaurant, and of course the waiter hands us our food, and instead of like being a little awkward and saying when he said, "I hope you enjoy your food," or your dinner, instead of saying "you too," I said, "I hope you enjoy your dinner." So yeah, and then yesterday I was basically like a zombie, and my mom was like, "You looked like a dead, I don't know, like pale ghost." So anyways, that kind of segues into this video. I think it's important to remember, or always kind of have in the back of your mind, that you are enough and that things are worth striving for in your life. Because oftentimes we lie to ourselves. We tell ourselves that we're not good enough, we're not attractive enough, we're not smart enough, we're not traveled enough, we're not accomplished enough, whatever it may be that's specific to you. I think everybody at some point has felt like that, unless you're, have some type of complex. And that's normal. But you have to remember that it is a lie. And yes, you may not be the smartest person, you may not be the most attractive person, you may not be the most accomplished person. You can't listen to those thoughts in your head that are basically a cancer that's spreading in your mind, that you're not worthwhile. And I think also this kind of plays into this little voice, or whatever it is that's a lie, likes to also play a role in when you're wanting to achieve something, when you're wanting to try something, because you're like, oh, it's not even worth it because I don't have this quality right now, or I'm not whatever that may be for you. Like, let's say you wanted to go to a really awesome graduate school, like an Ivy League graduate school or something, and maybe you didn't get the best grades, or maybe you're not a good test taker. Whatever it is, yeah, it's going to be harder for you to get into that really good school, but it's possible. I believe anybody can do anything in the world. And even though it may seem like there's nobody that's doing the thing that you want to do, or nobody that's in the same position as you, I don't know, maybe you want to get into modeling and you don't find yourself, or maybe other people don't find you that attractive, or whatever it is. There's always a way. And I think it's important to write down your dreams. I think it's important to constantly be thinking about your dreams and what you want to achieve. Have that in the forefront of your mind. Even if it does become, maybe it's so ingrained in you that you don't even really think about it on the forefront, but it's something that you've thought about for so long that it just kind of seeps into the fabric of your being. And I think what a good exercise would be is to create a vision board. If you're not familiar with what vision boards are, it's where you write down or you cut out ideas, words, quotes, photos, whatever, even drawing something, whatever visual medium you relate to or resonates with you the most, putting it on a poster board or even a small piece of paper and having it somewhere so you can look at it. And for me, I even like just writing something down. Let's say you want to, I don't know, make $100,000 in the next 2 years. Write down that goal, make it very specific, and put it somewhere. Maybe even somewhere that you don't always look every day at, but you would stumble upon it sometime in the future, and you would look at it and think, wow, I accomplished that. Or maybe you're not quite there, but because you had that dream or that goal written down, you realize how far you've already come. So you can put that in a jar, you can put that under a stone or under some type of thing in your room, or even have it on your mirror or your ceiling, whatever place you want to put it. Because I don't think that voice, that dishonest voice in your head, is ever gonna truly disappear. And I think for some people it's not as much, it doesn't reoccur as often. Maybe they're less fear and worry conscious, but it's going to probably come up again, or several times in the future. And you have to be able to realize that that's normal, and also realize that despite that fear, despite those little worries, those little lies, you can do it. And even in the moment, I think when you're not present with yourself, and I've definitely been here before, and this is a journey for me as well, obviously. As you can see, I'm in my car still, so not saying that this is a bad location. I just, again, my more regular filming location isn't ready yet. But when we don't live in the moment, or when we dwell on the past or the future, it's easy to worry about things. That's even a fear that is mutual between my boyfriend and I. It's weird to say that, but yeah. So we both worry. We both have certain anxieties, and for me, I really do think that our relationship could be something that truly lasts and, maybe goes on into the future. But right now, it's hard because there's many things, many kind of obstacles, or with any relationship, there's obstacles. There's a lot we already know about each other, but we're still getting to know each other. And, there's a lot of thresholds we haven't, faced yet. But that being said, that kind of fear and anxiety pops up because it's kind of the fear of the unknown. And the fact that, I do believe that this is going to be something spectacular, and it already is, but it's also realistic in many senses to believe that maybe, you know, one day it may not work. I think when you're too realistic about things, and I use realistic, I want to use my little bunny quotation marks, because is that really realistic? Or is that just fear? Is that just worry? That's that anxiety that's popping into your head because every relationship you've already been in hasn't worked out, so that's kind of all you know. And I mean, for me, that's, you know, the way that it's been with me, and obviously with him. So it's hard when you're in that position, especially when you're pattern driven like INFJs or INTJs with introverted intuition. And it's not only those types that have that, but it's easy to look at the patterns and worry about the future. But all I can say is you have to try to be present. You have to remember to work on your dreams. Anything that's worth having in life, you have to try, you have to persevere, you have to put in effort. And that's where I'm at. I think, I hope other people can relate to this. And let me know if you're as awkward as me when it comes to public things like saying, have a nice dinner to your waiter, which, by the way, I actually acknowledged that with the waiter, and I was like, yeah, I'm pretty awkward, or I said something like that, and then he was like saying, well, I do stuff like that too. And you know, I could have been embarrassed by that, but I've accepted myself that I am kind of awkward, or very awkward, and you know, I make mistakes. Everybody does, but I try not to live with a constant fear or worry, even though it does still pop up, whatever, into things. But yeah, I hope you guys are having a great day, and I will see you in my next video. Bye.